Good morning, Year 2. And today we're going to be continuing writing our shared poem together, If I Were in Charge. So let's remember what we did yesterday. Yesterday we wrote what we would cancel. And today we're going to be using our imaginations and we're going to decide what we would do if we were in charge. So today we're going to be imagining. We will be using our repetition and we're going to be using those noun phrases yet again. If I were in charge of the world. Well, if I were in charge of the world, what are we going to do? We need to repeat first of all. If I were in charge of the world, we would learn to swim the ocean. That's what we could do at school. What amazing things could we do together whilst at school? Or maybe if I were in charge of the world, we would have a weekend that would last all week. Now, how about that? But what about this one? If I were in charge of the world, how many of you would like to take your pet to school? Well, this pesky little pet keeps walking on the computer, so maybe she needs to walk away for now. We would like to take our pets to school. Or if I were in charge of the world, chocolate would be in a part of your 5 a day. That sounds rather yummy. So, which one have I chosen? Obviously, if I were in charge of the world, we would take our pets to school. What would you do for this stanza if you were in charge of the world? What big thing do you think we could do that would be very different but a little bit imaginative? Now our next one is going to be all about trying to think of a noun phrase. Now I want you to think of as many different sweeties as you can. So we have candy cane, lollipops. How many other sweeties can you think of? Or biscuits. We're thinking of sweet, yummy things that you can eat. Toffee, ice cream, Haribo, marshmallow, and let's not forget that chocolate. Now, once you've come up with all the different things that you can eat, which are delicious, let's now think of the things that we use every day. Maybe they're every day in the classroom, like a ruler, dictionaries, school shoes, pencils, pens, toothbrush, desk, rubbers. There would be lollipop pens and, can you see what I've done? For this one, I want you to choose something that you would eat, something sweet, because we're going to use our imaginations to create an object that is made out of something else. So there would be lollipop pens, there would be toffee toothbrushes, there would be biscuit dictionaries and chocolate desks. Which ones would you like to choose if you were in charge of the world? Notice that the last line I have put my comma, but I've added an and, meaning we're going to continue on with our imaginative ideas of things that we could have, items that we would have if we were in charge of the world. Getting a bit tongue twisted here. So what would be our next imaginative thing that we could do? Well, this time we're going to continue using the nouns of everyday items, and we're now going to, I suppose, we're personifying them. We're going to make them do things. Using our imaginations, we're going to think of things and what silly things they could do if we were in charge of the world. So, for example, we have rulers, dictionaries, pencils, pens, a toothbrush, a desk, and rubbers. Things we use every day. But what if our rulers laughed, and our dictionaries giggled, and our pencils sniggered, and our toothbrushes danced? Can you think of any more? Your desk could chuckle, and your rubber could play the fruit. What silly things can you use your imagination for to decide what they would do if you were in charge of the world? I have chosen that pencils would giggle. Let's look at what our stanza reads like today. So we started off with, if I were in charge of the world, we would bring our pets to school. We'd have, I need to go back, I can't remember. We would have, what did I say? Was it chocolate rulers? And pencils would giggle. You decide how you're going to write this verse, using your imagination this time. So, with your imagination, what are these everyday objects going to become? What lovely, sweet things are they going to become? Or, using your everyday items, think about what silly things they could do. And what crazy thing would you do every day if you were in charge of the world? I look forward to seeing your imaginative ideas. Speak soon, everyone. Bye-bye.